Recently, the Valdosta Fire Department cut the ribbon on its new fire safety house. The new house features interactivity that improves on the house that it replaces.
Our new fire and life safety education trailer it creates an interactive education experience for our citizens where they can engage in answering questions, learn about kitchen safety, how to escape their homes safely, teaching them about exit drills and meeting places.
The oven and stove both create smoke, there are smoke alarms, and kids can answer questions on the big screen.
Interactive experience, you have the pot on the stove that smokes, you see a fire inside the oven, and it creates kind of a more realistic approach to the fire prevention education side.
The new trailer also opens up education for more than just children.
Previously, a lot of people associated fire and life safety education trailers to children, and so with our new trailer, it's all inclusive for adults and children, and teaches, like I said, about kitchen safety and things. So it's all inclusive as far as age of our citizens and teaching them about fire prevention and safety.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Fire Department.
Earlier this week, the City of Valdosta held 2 ribbon-cutting ceremonies for the newly constructed houses that were built using the Community Development Block Grant funding.
At first, I thought they had the wrong person. But when she told me it's Savoya, I said, yeah, my name is Savoya. So I jumped up and went up there, and they told me what to do. And I was just excited about it. And I called him Mr. Richard. I did. I called him. He said I didn't, but I did. The contract, I used to come by here every day, tell them to get to work, because I was ready to move.
The funding for the CDBG program is provided by the Housing and Urban Development for reconstructions or rebuilds on houses that have been declared unsafe to live in.
And it was a good experience. It wasn't, like I said, I thought it was going to be hard. I really, because I had heard so many horror stories, about they do your house and this, and then they'll take your house and all that kind of stuff. But after I talked to them, I had a good experience. I was just ready to move in.
The recipients of the reconstructed houses, Savoya Robinson and Beatrice Dean, were grateful to the city for all the hard work that went into constructing their homes.
And I want to tell every older person, if they got a house and it's in shambles and they can't fix it, go to the city. They will fix it for them. They will fix it. And they ain't got nothing to worry about, because they will fix it.
Tell them, they should, put in for it. Because if he bless me, he'll bless others.
For more information on how residents of the city can check eligibility for the reconstruction program, contact the Neighborhood Development Division.
The Valdosta community observed Veterans Day in several ways on November 11th. One ceremony was held at Valdosta High School. Speakers included Colonel Russell Cook of Moody Air Force Base, who had special words for Vietnam veterans.
Just one generation. My father returned from Vietnam, his welcome home was much different. At best, he wasn't welcome at all, ignored and forgotten. At worst, he often faced a toxic and hateful reception and generated and chided the service the country has asked. Just one generation removed from World War II, and following the very cool reception of our Korean War veterans, the respect and honor that our veterans have earned is near extinction. The Vietnam veterans that I knew and idolized, the privates and generals, walked away from that experience with the same promise: never again. So they began a second fight at home to ensure that veterans of future wars would be met by a grateful nation that understood the cost of freedom.
Local officials also thanked veterans everywhere.
But it's also those families that are back home. It's those wives, sometimes those mothers and families that are holding that unit together while that individual is off fighting. fighting good battles for us. So again, I want to sincerely give you a big thanks as well for the sacrifices that you as the family members made.
The City of Valdosta would like to thank all of our United States veterans.
And in order to deploy it, you just open up the package. There's an instruction manual if you need it. Otherwise, you'll insert this inside the patient's nose, firmly up one nostril or the other, and you deploy the full 4 milligram dosage by pressing the plunger on the back. And it looks just like this. And that's all it takes.
For several years, the Valdosta Police Department has trained its officers in the use of Narcan in the event of an opioid overdose. Recently, the fire department has gone through their own training.
First obtained Narcan in 2017. In 2017, we decided to put it on patrol officers so that it could be quickly deployed throughout the city if there was an opioid overdose.
Members of the police department are retrained periodically to ensure everyone's safety.
Every new officer that comes to us from the police academy, we'll train them initially in the use of Narcan. Narcan, the training takes about an hour, and it involves classroom work as well as a practical where they work through a scenario and apply the Narcan to a dummy. After that initial training, we'll have them come back out every 2 years, part of our policy, and we'll have them come back out every 2 years and retrain them or update them on Narcan best practices.
Both departments now have access to Narcan, but hope to never have to use it.
I like the idea that the Valdosta Fire Department has now gotten a hold of Narcan, which is so important to us. For our citizens, it's important that the fire department, EMS, and the police department all have ready access to Narcan. It provides a valuable service to the citizens of Valdosta or visitors to Valdosta, keeps us all safe and during the unfortunate event of an opioid overdose.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Police or Fire Department.
This past weekend, the City of Valdosta held an e-recycling event. Residents of the city were invited to get rid of their unwanted and unused electronics.
I didn't know that it was about e-waste, and after talking to someone here, I've learned a lot about e-waste and how awful it is, and a lot of people here have a really hard time finding a place to get rid of it, and so knowing that this is an opportunity for them, I feel like I'm really helping them out, and it's really nice.
Volunteers from all around the Valdosta area pitched in to help make their community cleaner and less wasteful.
It's a great chance to meet new people, make new connections, and you never know who you may see, who you may collaborate with, who you may work with in the future. And it's always good to just serve and give back. That's the whole point. Why would you not want to do it, you know?
I met everyone here and they're really cool, and it's nice to be able to communicate with people and get stuff done and help out the community like we are now.
The event was a great way to help keep the environment clean, as old electronics can leak hazardous materials if not properly disposed of. The City of Valdosta would like to thank all those who participated in the event and can't wait to see even more people at the next one. The Pepsi branch in Valdosta has decided to spread a little holiday cheer by handing out free meals to members of the Valdosta Police Department.
So here at Pepsi in Valdosta, we like to be involved with the community, and we wanted to figure out a way that we can kind of show our gratitude and appreciation. And we just thought about it, and we had a staff meeting, and we said, hey, you know what? Our police department, our first responders, that's a great way to kind of show our appreciation for what they do in these holiday seasons.
The company wanted to show their appreciation to the community and partner with Big Nick's to hand out these meals at the Valdosta Police Headquarters.
We actually partnered with Big Nick, and Big Nick is a huge community partner here in this area as well. So once they found out we was feeding Big Nick, everyone was very excited.
The City of Valdosta and the Valdosta Police Department would like to thank Pepsi for their show of appreciation.
The City of Valdosta was up for a Global Smart Cities Award in an event held in Barcelona, Spain. Although Valdosta didn't win the award, the city is thrilled to be considered for a global award.
Well, unfortunately, we did not win the award this morning, but we're winners anyway. To have a small South Georgia city with big, grand ideas to be recognized on a global stage in Barcelona, Spain, our whole community won this morning.
The city wants to thank Georgia Tech and Valdosta State University for their partnership with the Travel Safely app and preemption technology, which got the city the nomination.
Well, it's been a great collaboration and partnership with Valdosta State University. You know, one of our goals is to try to retain young professionals here, and so they got a chance to have hands-on experience with this project. So hopefully they'll see there is a challenging and a vibrant career in local government.
The Valdosta Police and Fire Departments are collecting donations for their Shop with a Cop and Shop with a Firefighter programs.
Well, whenever we get any contributions or donations, it's a wonderful thing.
This community is one of the finest I've ever lived in, and I did 20 years in the military and lived in a lot of places. And anytime the city of Valdosta is needed, the community, they come out in force.
Both departments enjoy giving back to local kids, and for many of them, it's their favorite event of the year.
Joy that the officers, feel when they carry these kids. I've done it pretty much every year I've been here. You will be so overwhelmed with joy, and you'll reach into your own pocket and you'll pull your own money out and you'll help them get, because they always go over every time, and you'll always reach into your own pocket and help them get more. It's a feeling unlike anything else you'll ever experience. It's a lot of fun.
They both want to thank the community for the donations, because without the community's help, the event wouldn't happen.
You can make your contributions and send them in to the fire department at 106 South Oak Street, Valdosta, Georgia 31601.
They can contact me. Best way is email rhancock@valdostacity.com. They can call down here to the police department, 229-242-2606, or they can just come by the police department, bring a donation, drop it off with the folks here at the front desk, and tell them it's for Shop with a Cop, and they'll get in touch with me.
If you would like to donate, contact the Valdosta Police or Fire Department. Mayor Matheson, VFD, and the City of Valdosta is again collecting Christmas presents for the patients of Parkwood Developmental Center.
Thank you to Mayor Gale for pulling it back local. I think that's kind of what it's all about, the community helping the Parkwood Development Center. Again, the 70 residents or so that are in there deserve a great Christmas, a great quality of life, and some of this stuff just lights up their world and carries their day as well. It's a community coming together to buy these items to make a difference at Christmas, and the fire department and myself are happy to deliver.
We are collecting things from small toys to personal care items.
Strategy is to raid the dollar store and grab everything they got, from toothbrushes to shampoo bottles to everything that you can grab out of those. That's what they need, and that's what we're going to deliver on December 8th. Before December 6th or 7th, please drop by any of the items that I mentioned. You can do so at the City Hall. We have a box on the ground floor, City Hall Annex. There's a box there, and over at Fire Station number 1 as well.
Mayor Matheson is really excited for the event, which hits close to home for him.
I'm incredibly excited to be there in person. Hopefully COVID's going to allow us to do that, to enter the facility and to deliver the items. It means the world. With a daughter with a developmental disability as well, these people are institutionalized. These people usually and typically have no family as well. So this is us doing something for those in our community.
For more information, contact Public Information.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight, both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back, because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
COVID-19 has changed how we vibe. Now it's time to take the first step that lets us get back to getting ticks instead of watching flicks. Before we can safely get out there, we need the facts. As COVID-19 vaccines become available, you may have questions.
Is it safe? Should I get it? Is it free?
It's okay to have questions. Now get the facts about COVID-19 vaccines at getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision for yourself and for your crew.
Well, we're pretty much overwhelmed. We're doing the very best we can, but the volume of patients that we see is more than we saw previously. Just like to encourage everybody to please go ahead and have your family members and your loved ones get the vaccine. It's the thing to do.
If you want to protect your child, you want to protect your loved ones, especially the ones with chronic illnesses, immunosuppression, the best way to do that and to reduce your risk and their risk of getting really sick from COVID-19, getting long-haul COVID symptoms, is to get the vaccine.
I'm telling all the patients I see in the clinic who haven't been vaccinated to go that very day, and we try to facilitate that for them. And then tell them to take extra precautions for the following 28 days, at least until they've developed some antibodies.
Short as a month ago, we had single-digit numbers in the hospital, and these numbers have exponentially increased over the last few weeks. So there is definitely a lot of community spread.
So the biggest appeal that I would make to anybody is the same appeal I make to all my patients. I've been vaccinated, my wife's been vaccinated, I made sure my parents got vaccinated. My kids, as soon as the age range is eligible for them, will be vaccinated. Everybody broadly across my family, I've made personal phone calls to and ensure that they got vaccinated. I would never do that to people that I love more than anything if I was concerned about the safety or efficacy of the vaccine, and of course wouldn't take it myself.
The main reason why I'm recommending vaccinations for patients is obviously it's cutting down on the amount of infection, the amount of transmission rates, and keeping people alive.
It's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas in downtown Valdosta. Employees of the city have been decorating downtown for the holiday season, including a large Christmas tree outside City Hall. We invite everyone downtown for the tree lighting on December 3rd at historic Lowndes County Courthouse to see all of downtown in its Christmas glory. Each year, the Valdosta Fire and Police Departments participate in VLPRA's Stock Cart Race charity event that benefits the Hungry at Home program that helps feed needy children. The 2021 Stock Cart Race was canceled because of weather, but that didn't stop the Valdosta Fire and Police Departments from giving back. Both departments are happy to give back to the Valdosta and Lowndes County community. On November 19th, the Valdosta Fire Department added several new car seat technicians to the department. The department typically sees multiple people each week to have their car seat inspected.
6 new firefighters that actually attended the course, and now they are certified car seat technicians. This will help us out tremendously. And if you ever need your car seat installed, please call the fire department.
To ensure public safety, the department encourages citizens who are unsure if their seats are in correctly to schedule an appointment.
If you're unsure how to install your car seat properly, you could reach out to the Valdosta Fire Department. We could schedule you to come in and we can show you properly how to install it, or look on your manual and your car seat instructions, and it'll actually tell you how to install it properly.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Fire Department. This concludes another edition of City Focus. Be sure to visit our website, valdostacity.com. Like us on Facebook, Valdosta City Without Limits. Also join Nextdoor for city updates. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at City of Valdosta, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Metro 17 Valdosta, to watch City Focus on demand. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on City Focus.